this a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it.
And this a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it.
And this a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And this a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma.
Good afternoon, everybody. Oh my God, I need some tension tea. I need some tension tea, y'all. No, I'm sorry, it's called tension tamer tea. I will be getting my tension tamer tea because I am just as jittery as all outdoors. But I wanted to get this in. Hey, hey, hey.
This a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it. A comma and a comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it, get it, get it. Comma and a comma, gotta get it, get it. And this a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma and a comma.
Get them commas and don't worry about the next bitch. That's right. Get the commas. That's where I'm at, y'all. Sassy Francis, hey boo. Dear, we are here on this evening. Okay, we're right at the evening almost. And I just wanted to bring a little bit of commentary. I watched the entire pizza challenge, therefore I can talk about it because I saw it all the way through. So I just wanted to get my little peep on that. And I also wanted to address, I'll say a weak link on the level of people stating that they don't give a fuck about Honest Row. Right, Wonky Pro? So he states that he doesn't give a fuck about me, but you are making video. You're making videos on me, but you don't give a damn, right, sir? Your faggot has way too much heat on it, on the pronunciation of faggot. It has way too much heat. So apparently you pressed about something. I have told, these inch eye, private eye, can't talk a lick of English bitches. I told them before, if you got any gas, press it. But you don't got none. I've been said throw out whatever you got. Remember the last time you tried to throw something out, on quote unquote Mad Day, ain't shit happened. Except you left, bitch. You left. So that's what I want to put out in the atmosphere. I don't give a fuck about you. And I'm showing you that I don't. How about you try it for a change? Take that. Now, let's get to the real stuff, okay? Hey there, Gemini 75. No fear among me at all. I don't have no fear for no hoe. I'm not dishing out no fear in the atmosphere. No, I'm not. T. Danielle, hello, hey. In Chicago. Sharika. Hey, Chanel. So yeah, y'all, after that little bit, throw it wherever you want it to go. Just throw it wherever. It really doesn't matter to me. GMK. Well, hello. So, I wanted to talk about this pizza challenge. So, was anybody feeling pizza yesterday? Did you want to eat some pizza? I don't know what I really had in mind to eat yesterday, but this pizza challenge, I'll say it was entertaining. Let's get to it. So, it started off, and let's get to the, so, we already know that ODS, he was the, the main man of the pizza challenge. And then we had Pizzario, who was the host. So let's get through all the different varieties. I can't even say it. The differences that this challenge had than the other ones. So yes, Pizzario was the host. And then the judges were actually I want to say it was Jay Dunn. Jay Dunn came in, and she came in as a impromptu judge. And then we had DC Kool-Aid and Lisa Productions. She was a actual judge too. And I think it was the four of them. So one thing that I like is that DC and DC and Kool-Aid Lisa Productions. I think I said it right. She had a little timer so that people could know, exactly how much time they had. So let's get through all the contestants real quick. So we had Lovely Love, Demetra, lit all day. We also had a lady named Veronica, and we had Misunderstood. Was it somebody else? Oh, I'm sorry. Purple Peach. Yeah, and we had Purple Peach. So we had 5 contestants. 5 smackaroos. And so Misunderstood, she came in a little late. Let me see, was anybody else late? No, I don't think nobody else was late. I could be missing somebody though, that they may have came in like a little later, but that was the most of it. For the most part, everybody did start on time, but it came to pretty much it came to the rules that it didn't matter when you came, as long as you were able to produce within the time limit. So as we were getting what people were bringing and what they want towards what they were producing in the form of their pizzas. So Demetra was stating that she was going to make like a Texas toast deep dish. But at first she had kind of just stated that it was going to be something on the realm of Supreme. Then we came about kind of looking and saying, oh, okay, this is some Texas toast type, something like that. So I didn't even know at first that she was aiming towards deep dish. I just knew it was going to be like a Supreme pizza. So then we had Lovely Love. She was cooking chicken first. Yeah, she was cooking chicken first. And she was cooking like a couple of meats. After the chicken, she had made the steaks. So, that's where her realm of things was. I don't think she had said fully exactly what her pizza was going to be at first. So then we had Purple Peach. Purple Peach had said that she was going to have a school cafeteria type pizza, which I sure remember, from back when the school cafeteria pizza, the ones that were made with sausage, and a lot of times it was square. So I do remember those pizzas from back in high school, from elementary, more so elementary, because in high school the pizza kind of changed up. But hey, so yeah, that's where she was going with things. And then we have a lady named Veronica, who was all the way new to the beef sector, but she stated that her friend Crystal told her about the challenge, because people wanted to know, where she was from and how did she know about it. So she came on in, and it seemed like a lot of her stuff was already pre-made and just ready for the oven. So maybe whoever told her to come over should have told her about the directions of the challenge. And I think it was Victoria or Veronica. I think it was Victoria. I think she would have had a better chance at actually picking up the win if she had came in knowing all the rules. But it seemed like she was just already, she was ready to just put it in the oven, actually. So that was her. So then, I'm sorry, y'all. When I got a lot, see, that's why I need my tension tamer tea. You see how sometimes I just go up and down, all jittery and all of that. But anyways, so Misunderstood came in, and she ran from one end of the kitchen to the other end. I saw her do it. I said, ooh. She just with no product in her hand. I said, girl, bye. Hold on. When she ran towards the left, I said, girl, bye. Then when she ran towards the right, I said, girl, bye. She was running around. I said, okay. Did we know what she was gonna produce at first? We didn't. But we just went on with the competition. So, everybody was getting that stuff right. Demetrius seemed, all the way lit. She had her she brought her her Texas toast out, and she was like, y'all already know what's about to go down. Okay, I'm about to hit this. And ODS was saying, oh, take out, you can just take them, like take it. And Demetrius was saying, oh no, it can still get cut. But ODS was like, no, I can just take it with my hand and pull it apart. This is a pull apart pizza. But Demetra was kind of like, she was on that level of saying, no, I'm going to still cut into my pizza. Like, I can cut into it and pick it up. But I think they start connecting with each other on exactly what type of pizza it was. So we was like, okay, Demetra was, putting her toppings and all of that up there. Everybody was putting their toppings up there except for Miss V, the lady Victoria or Veronica. She was, her pizza was in the oven already. And everybody was kind of just like, oh, okay, it's straight up pre-made, girl. It's pre-made. She thought you popped that thing in the oven. But yeah, everybody, like Lovely Love did. I gotta give her, she did do it from scratch. And Lovely was looking good. She was looking real good. I said, okay, Lovely. She had her nails done and all of that. Yeah, and then Demetra. Yeah. Oh, and Purple Peach. My boo now. Purple Peach. She was preparing her pizza. You could tell it was from scratch. She was preparing the crust. I saw her preparing her crust. I did see Lovely Love. She was preparing her crust too. And MU. We got to get to her too, because so MU was showing us the bowl of tomato sauce. So, she was doing something. She was showing us her bowl of sauce, and she didn't use bread. She used something. I said pizza pocket. I went right. I was like, she going Polly pizza pocket all throughout. That's what she was aiming for. I screamed it out. I said, she got a pizza pocket. That's what she doing. So she was doing that. What kind of meat did she use? I don't remember the meat. I think it was pepperoni. I think so. So anyway, yeah, all of that was going on. Pizzario, she was coming in and out. Like, cause there was one time that I don't know if she was around, but she did come back. And, she was just being a host. She was not a judge. I think some people, they were trying to, I think she did have some additives though, towards the end on, I feel like, who won and who didn't, kinda. But I think she still had to stay in her host. She was a host, not a judge. So, from there, everybody was just cooking except for, Miss V. She was already pretty much done. So yeah, it was them, and then Lovely throughout the whole competition, she was working for the she was like she was still, she had just cooked her steak as well as her chicken, and she had mushrooms. She had a lot of stuff that was going to be put on this pizza. She had, you could just throw Supreme in it, throw meat lovers, all of that. Lovely just had it all, because I was like, hold on. She had 3 things of pizza. She had the Supreme. She had the steak and chicken, and she had the sausage pizza. I don't know if she used barbecue sauce. Who used I think she used barbecue sauce. I think. Don't get me. She had some type of sauce though too. Veronica had came out and let us know at the end that she had Alfredo pizza. Maybe if she had said that at first, it could have got the judges to be a little bit more prone to saying exactly what she had, because I know all we knew at first about her pizza is that she had banana peppers on it, and I didn't know what type of sauce she had going. We didn't know what type of sauce Ms. V had. I'm sorry, Ms. V, we didn't know. So yeah, that's what the judges was really talking about. Like, we didn't know what was really going on with that pizza. So yeah, that was where it was, as we was moving towards the finish line. And it was good because it was no interruptions. Everybody was just doing, their thing for the most part. MU. So yeah, MU was over there. She was putting it together. It was a blanket. It was like she was giving us pizza in a blanket. That's what I saw. I mean, pizza in a blanket. But then see where MU effed up at was when she threw all that sauce on top. Isn't that what you did, MU? She threw a whole bowl of sauce on top of it, and then it messed up her chances of winning anything, because we couldn't even see where pizza was. Or a piece of pizza, because she wasn't doing a whole pizza. She was doing the pieces of pizza, but we ain't see no pizza up in that. I'm sorry. She had the nerve to show the pizza after the whole challenge was over. The little slices of pizza. I was like, girl, you should have did it. What the hell? You ain't do that at first. She tried though. Okay, she did try. So time went down, and we were aiming towards the clock. So for the most part, Demetra had finished. I think her pizza was cooling. Then we already know Ms. V, Veronica, or Victoria, she had been finished. She finished pretty much when the competition first started. She was finished, girl. So she had just been sitting, trying to keep the pizza, hot and cold. Not cold, you know what I mean, like in a warm temperature. So yeah, that's what they were doing. Lovely was working. Lovely was working. Them 3 pizzas, she was, Lovely like to do a lot, but she don't do more than Brooke. She was, but yeah. So, sorry, this got loud. I need some tension tamer. Purple Peach. Now, Purple Peach, she had still been working too, but she had finished too, because I saw Purple Peach. She had grabbed her a bottle of wine, and she was going to the wine. So once they start drinking that wine, they done. So yeah, Purple Peach had her stuff in the oven, but I know that Purple was putting her sauce up there at one time because they was asking, and then she brought it towards the counter to show. So yeah, her pizza was in the oven. So it was time. Everybody's pizza stopped popping out. Okay, Demetra's pizza popped out, and one thing about Demetra's pizza is that she had olives, and I'm really not a fan of olives. But I will, now that I think about it though, like on a Red Baron's pizza, I'll eat olives. If that supreme, it's all about that supreme. If that supreme is like, it's given, I'll go ahead and I'll eat an olive. I won't take them olives off. And when Demetra's pizza came out, I got to say, I think that her pizza would be one of the ones where I wouldn't have cared about the olives either. I would have went on and ate them. Yeah. So then, okay, let's go ahead. Purple Peach, her pizza came out, and now that I'm older, I like peppers more often. I do. Like, I'm not no person that will take the peppers off unless, I'm gonna say this, I don't really care for banana peppers anymore. But if it's regular peppers, if it's a yellow pepper, red pepper, green pepper, I'm good with it. I'm good, and that's mainly, I think her pizza was like, she had like a pepper pizza, but she did have sausage, and I don't know about pepperoni. I know she had sausage though. So I think I could have got into it. Lovely, she came on, and it was steak, chicken. Then we found out we found out that it was potato pizza over there too. So I was just like, okay, girl, You got potatoes too. Girl, I ain't see you pop. Where was Mr. or Mrs. Potato Head at the beginning of the challenge? Yeah, so she had said she done cut up, or I don't know, diced or whatever, some potatoes on a pizza. So I was like, oh, okay. She had 3 pizzas now. Don't ask me. And it was a sausage pizza. I guess it was a chicken and potato pizza. Was that it, Lovely? Okay. And then she had the steak and the chicken and the everything pizza. She had, you know how they got the everything bagel? She had a everything pizza. Now we were everybody was looking though when they was like the counting down, and Lovely had pushed that camera all the way down, and we was like, girl, is that pizza gonna get done? Because Lovely ain't put them pizzas in the oven until like maybe 5 was it 5-6 minutes. Lovely, she put them pizzas up in there. Now I know certain pizzas can cook, frozen pizzas can cook within 15 minutes, but yeah, Lovely, she was pressing the time, but she said that her dough was cooked all the way through. That's what she said. For the most part, I think everybody's dough was cooked thoroughly. I think it was. Did I touch on everybody's pizza? Yeah. You know, we already know about Miss Veronica, or Miss Victoria. We know her pizza was an Alfredo pizza, and hey, at first, I mean, it looked done. It looked pretty done at first. Okay, so the additives. Misunderstood. She had made a salad. Oh, excuse me. She had made a salad. Miss Victoria, she had made a salad. I think they were the only ones that made a salad. Yeah. So, so that happened. So let's go ahead and get to the winners. All right. So it took them a little while to get all the winners and stuff. Get to who they thought was going to win and who wasn't. So the winner was Purple Peach. She was the winner of the competition. And second place went to Demetra Lit All Day. And third place went to Lovely. Now we about to get into Lovely real quick. Lovely, it was something I was looking at Lovely, because I had said it in the chat. I was like, oh, Lovely about to start cussing, because it was, but Lovely, y'all, I got to say her energy. I was like, Lovely, have you gave up on the B sector? She was giving that type of energy. Like, she ain't had no more fight up in her. She won't, like, that's really where she was at. That I saw Lovely. Like, she just was like, okay, like, I appreciate y'all. And she was giving all that. She was really giving that, like, I ain't never been no bad sport or none of that. The people that were new to Lovely, like Miss V, she would have never known how Lovely usually act after the competitions, because she was giving it. So Lovely, you better hope ODS has some new people up in there, because they'll see you in a new light, because she won't serve none of that. I'm about to cut somebody out after this. She won't doing it. So I just was like, Lovely girl, that skin glowing for a reason. That's why I saw Lovely at. Yeah, and ain't nobody. Let's see, did anybody else have something? Lovely didn't have anything to say. No, she didn't have nothing to say bad. I didn't. Now, this is something that I did miss though. I didn't hear all the way through what the judges had to say. I heard what Pizarro had to say though when it came to MU. Certain people I did hear when MU's the commentary that was on MU, and then MU showed after the competition that, oh no, this is what it is, y'all. My pizza did have a crust, because they were trying to say that MU didn't even have a crust, and then Jay Dunn had told MU that she should have made a pizza bowl, but they was like that she would have been disqualified because they stated that you have to have a crust surrounded around your pizza. So you know, I don't know, maybe she could have did a top crust or something. She could have did a top crust. So you know, I mean, MU was looking, you know, MU, she came out with the jokes and stuff. Like she was like, girl, this pizza right out of Italy. You know, MU, she likes to kid around. So yeah, I didn't know, you know, I didn't really know, you know, MU, her whole spirit of it was I think MU thought she had did a top-notch job, you know, really. I think that's where her head was at. Yeah. You know, so yeah. I would have ate Demetria pizza. Demetrius, yes. Lovely. I'm gonna say this about Lovely. Oh no, and Purple Peach. Yeah, I would have ate a piece of Purple Peach pizza though, because I did see where she was coming from when she said the school cafeteria pizza. Now, Lovely, I'm gonna tell you something, boo. I know she ain't gonna like it, but oh well. Okay, Lovely, you got too much goddamn vinegar in that daggone house. You gonna have to, Lovely, you're gonna have to separate yourself from vinegar for 2 months. Okay, and then I think I'll eat a slice of your pizza. Don't play with me, girl. Vinegar lady. Girl, she put vinegar on everything. You know vinegar was all up in that sauce. Get away from the vinegar. Okay, unless it's gone. We're going to put it on your forehead to take, to get all holy up in you. To get the holy up in you. Put it on your forehead. Put it on them aches. But we're going to have to take it out your kitchen for 2 months. I'm sick of you with the vinegar. Mm-hmm. Girl, she got a vinegar house. But no, yeah. Oh, okay. So stay tuned. You said, I'm sorry, y'all. I had just been doing a whole review. You said you think, okay, Victoria should have won. Oh, okay. You do. But see, the thing about it though is, see, I didn't see the rules, but I really think that they wanted to see the creation of, you know, the crust and all of that from the get-go. So I don't know if she really had a shot of, you know, really straight up winning. You know, we saw Demetria. I don't know if we saw her putting together the, you know, the actual Texas toast, or if it was already there, but it was still laid out as a crust. So I really do think that the people that made it to the ending, I think that they belong there. You know, I really do, like, because you could see them, they were stumping the crest into the ground. MU did put in some work, but she just, I think, you know, she wasn't prepared. I know, okay, the people that said they had never made a pizza before, I think, oh yeah, Miss Victoria Veronica, she said that she had never made a pizza, and MU, they had never made one. So, you know, they came in the competition fresh, but we already know Lovely cooks a lot, so we already know she had to have made a pizza before. And Purple Peach looks like, you know, this was something that she had done before. You know, when she had got her wine out, we know that she had probably did a pizza. And we already, you know, Demetria. So I mean, y'all, that was, you know, where it was. I don't know what had enticed Lovely, you know, after the aftermath of it all. I guess it's just something that she's used to, you know, it's popping off after the challenges. But, you know, I thought the challenge really didn't have a whole lot for her, because even, you know, Purple Peach had stated that Lovely was competition. That's what she said. She said, she was like, yeah, Lovely was competition for me. You know, as well as she felt that Demetria gave her a run for her money. Miss Veronica, she was a good sport too. She said that she would love to do another competition. and DC Kool-Aid and Lisa Productions said that she would love to judge another competition. So, everything I think went solidly for a challenge. Yeah, so I mean, I felt like they pulled it off. Oh, okay, Psych Terra. Oh yeah, I was looking at Psych Awakens Terra. I saw her when she was like, "Oh, hold on, lovely, hold that pizza need to go up in that oven." You say, "You put pizza sauce and cheese on wonton noodles." What? Yeah, see, that won't gonna work for me. She should have just. I mean, that's why I said it had to be. It was like, what's them things called that the kids eat a lot of? Not bagel bites, but the pizza pouches. Yeah, them pizza pouches. That's what I was like. That's what it looked like when she showed it at the last minute. But whatever she had before that, I was like, girl, you just gonna throw that up there like that? And then DC Kool-Aid and Lisa Productions said that she didn't like when MU did her taste test. She felt as though that she shouldn't have been instructing her son on just say it tastes good or something like that. Oh, I don't think that's exactly what came out of her mouth. I think she had said, she was like, how it tastes good, right? Like she had said that. So I think, if she had just kind of been a little bit more silent with it and just said, hey son, taste this and tell me what you think. It may have kind of, helped her a little, but I don't think the judges was going with it because they just didn't see it as being a pizza. Yeah, it wasn't giving pizza. So yeah, y'all. And I think Lovely, I think she'll calm down. Rhonda, you said, okay, let's go into the chat, y'all. You said, I understand there are a couple people who think Purple Peach should have won, but I honestly thought she shouldn't have won. Oh, really, Rhonda? Okay, boo. Yeah, I mean, I love me some Purple Peach, y'all. But if I said it, I would have dug into Demetrius Pizza, and then she did come and say that her man had tore that pizza up even before the competition was all the way over. I would have ate Demetrius Pizza. Yeah, I would have. Yeah. Because you know what? Okay, like I'll say this, like with Purple Peaches Pizza, I felt that it should have, I wanted to see, we didn't really get to see her cheese. I could be wrong. We didn't get to see her cheese, popping out. Demetrius cheese had popped out. I want to see Lovely that's one thing where Lovely fell short at was when, her head got decapitated and she was showing us she wasn't showing us how she was eating it. That's what she should have did. She should have came up. I don't know if she could have, but she should have came up with that camera and let us see her eat it to see the cheese flowing. I bet you she would have got a higher rating if she had showed us that, but she didn't show us her eating the pizza. So Lovely, that's where you fell short at. I'm telling you, I think because people were rooting for her. People were in that chat. They was really rooting for Lovely. Some of us may have been throwing shade at her, but she had a lot of fans up in there that was like, oh no, Lovely stuff look good. Everybody was like, Lovely need to be this, Lovely need to be that. Well, Lovely, you should have pushed that camera back and let us see that cheese flowing out your pizza. I'm telling you, she would have, because that's one thing that I feel that Purple Peach fell short at is because the pizza, it didn't look like it was hot out the oven. I don't know why it didn't, but for some reason it didn't. It was just giving us I don't know. It was something about it because I just didn't see her pull it like that. like Demetria was pulling her pizza apart, and we could tell that it was hot, it was crispy, all of that. And I'm sorry, I think like Miss V, her at first, I'm telling you, her pizza, yeah, because it had just came out, but it had been waiting so long. I don't remember seeing her pick it up like that. But she said it was good though. I'll say that Miss V, Miss Veronica, she said it was good. She did. Uh-huh. So y'all, I mean, that's it. Yeah, ODS. I think if Lovely had said, "What's up, Simon?" If Lovely had pushed that camera back and show us her eating the pizza, it would have been a different story. Because if we really want to get into it, Lovely's pizza was given more school cafeteria than Purple Peaches. If if we really look at it at that time, if with a good angle shot, but we ain't get it, we didn't get it. So Purple Peach, her pizza took the ball game, because I think that hers was necessarily more on the lines of, we did see structure in her pizza. She had a lot of structure in her pizza. Yeah, her it was structured like squares for the most part, and that's what she said she was going with it. So and then did we even get to see, because they wanted a cutting, and Lovely did not show. Ooh, Lovely, she didn't show us her cutting her pizza either. She didn't show that. She just put that pizza on she plated the pizza. So yeah, I'll say that's where we were with it, y'all. Sister, what's up, sister soul? School what? Yeah. Oh, Simon. Yes. Purple Peach had a school cafeteria. That's her theme of the pizza. Back in the day, they had these sausage pizzas that were square, that we used to eat. And that's where Purple was going with it. But, she went more on the lines, I feel, of, putting the peppers in there. I thought, because we know Purple Peach, she does a lot of healthier alternatives, like kind of like MU normally does. And, that's why she had more peppers up there. I'm very much more of a pepper eater. So, I would have been good with it. But she did have meat in it too. Yeah. Everybody had certain types of meat in theirs. I'm sorry, but Miss Veronica, I think she had and it was an Alfredo pizza, so I'm quite sure she had chicken in it. Yeah, because Lovely was doing her chicken, and okay. So yeah, Catherine, hey boo. Oh, look at Mr. West. Oh, Mr. West, it's been a mighty long time since I've seen you. Oh Lord, look at that. He trying to get Trish. She's married, Mr. West. Trish is married, and she done showed us a picture of her husband. So you better watch out. You better watch out. Trish said that husband is very much alive, and he's doing everything that needs to get handled when it comes to Trish. Oh, okay. Simon said like a meat fest. Well, if you want to call, that's what. Yeah, Lovely was given a lot of meats. She had the the steak. Yeah. So I mean, that was it though, y'all. I mean, it was a quaint competition. A lot of stuff wasn't being stirred. We had quite a bit of people that said they actually wanted to do a challenge again. And, even Pizarro had said that ODS really didn't want to do a challenge anymore. But this kind of awakened him, I think, to maybe even want to do a challenge, after this. Especially at that time, because I know he felt like, oh, everybody's okay. Everybody's happy. But, we, for the most part, we already know how Lovely can act. If if she's approached the wrong way, she's gonna have something to say. So, even after that, I think that this would have made him want to do it again, or something in the effects of a challenge. Yeah, Simon, you better join a challenge soon. Join you a challenge, Simon. Oh, Rhonda said, I'm basing my choices on watching everyone in that competition. Oh, okay, and ODS, and I agree with how everyone was placed. Oh, okay, Rhonda, you do. Yeah, the only thing we being all the way honest, I would have placed Demetra first. I would. Yeah. And I think that if Demetra was first, and I feel like Purple Peach wouldn't even have mind if she was third place, she would have been okay. I think she would have been all right with any, of that placement. Yeah. So, y'all, I mean, that's it. Simon said he's blinking. You're blinking, Simon? Yeah, hopefully we'll have something like that again. I think all of the ladies would actually participate again to see, they will. I think Miss Veronica, Miss Victoria, I think she would come harder. I think definitely she would come out because that was her first time. So now she got some skills that she can bring to the next competition and say, oh, all bets are off. I'm about to work this competition right here. Yeah. Because she already know. I think she would definitely take what the judges stated to her towards the next competition. I think that if MU was way, way more prepared, she would have made one of her, because they were telling her, I think MU would have made one of her vegetarian type or, whatever type of pizzas. I think that's where she would have excelled at, because it's certain ingredients that MU were using. I think it was more prone to something that her children would eat. I don't think MU would have, kind of ate that like that. I think she would have did something like a, some type of lettuce pizza or spinach. Yeah, MU should have did a spinach pizza, and I bet you she could have worked that. Yeah, MU, being that was her first time. So, oh, thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate it. Yes, I wanted to review this challenge. Oh, okay. So you did have. You had Miss Veronica, Demetra, and Purple Peach. Oh, okay, you had them for the winners. Okay, then. Yeah. Simon. Oh, thank you, Simon. You too. Happy Sunday. Oh, Lord. Mr. West, y'all saying that. Am I going to do a love for Mr. West? Mr. West, you want a prostitute. If we just going to be fair. And don't no woman up here want to be no prostitute for no man. I'm sorry. They don't want. You want a prostitute. You want somebody that's going to let you have 2, 3, 4 women on the side. And ain't no telling what you want to do to them, Mr. West. And you want me to bring some what? Some what round you? Oh, okay. ODS, you said she should have fried it. Fried? Yeah, ODS fried what? Oh, you talking about MU. MU should have fried something. Shoot, I'm telling you, MU, we done seen MU, y'all. We seen how she cooks. And she should have just said, look, y'all, just about this is going to be a vegan pizza. If she had thrown out that word vegan, everybody would have just been like, oh, okay, natural MU. And she should have just got with the dough. Ooh, MU should have did a cauliflower pizza. Or she would have stomped the ground with that one. Yeah, she should have did a cauliflower crust. And she should have worked those ingredients up in there because she would have ate that. She would have, because the MU even, I think she been into that. I think she bit into it. But anyways, no, she should have made a cauliflower pizza. MU, you better do that next time. And you put them ingredients up there like you like to. And you put that cheese up there and throw it in the oven. Yeah. All right, y'all. So, Rhonda, you said, oh, okay, Catherine, you had them too, boo. Veronica, Demetra, and Lovely Love. Okay, now see, look at all those people that had Lovely Love, rooting for Lovely Love. So yeah, Lovely, you better take a lot of the tips, because I think all you needed was just that little bit, and you could have placed higher at least. Oh, okay, boo. Yeah, Rhonda. You say you're correct, Ro. I bet in the next competition, yeah, Veronica will show up and show out. Yeah, because she was very much a good sport. I don't think this was something that would stop her from doing any competition. She was still very happy towards the end. But yeah, ODS, I'm telling you, if you saw Lovely's face, because I know you had a lot going on at the time, but Lovely, she did not look like she was gonna be in that mode of ready to fight. She just looked like, okay, so this right here, definitely, I think she got spent into the direction of saying, Lovely, get out there and attack. That's what we used to. Because she won't like that though at first. Oh, you said a suit challenge. Oh, ODS said, stay tuned, the man be born. Well, you know what? Okay, King Roman's, all male fashion show. It wasn't boring because I think that the judges, we had Fi really, I think, kind of spiced it up. A lot of the judges that we had for the male fashion show. Yeah. So, King Roma did win it. But it was a lot of men within the beat sector that we didn't see before. Like, I was happy that Lincoln had joined, because Lincoln is real quiet and mannered, and he was something different. And and then Chocolate Bay, who knew that Chocolate Bay would have got up there and did his thing. Yeah. So it still was, I think that was a good, competition. Yeah. For the men. But I guess we'll see. Yeah, we'll see y'all on the next competition. I'm gonna have to look all the way. Actually look at the impersonation challenge, because I didn't get to see it like I saw ODS's pizza challenge. Oh Lordy. All right, so y'all, I guess we are all set and squared away. Like I had said earlier, I don't understand. There's certain people up here, and this is not with the competition. It's certain people up here, they'll say that they don't give no F's about you. But then you say, oh, okay. So I guess you ain't gonna never say my name again. Then next thing you know, they got another video with your name like this, with your name like that. Then they calling out a strong F word for you. Now, we know when somebody got a strong F word for you, then you got something up inside of yourself for an individual. Am I correct? You got to, right? All I can say about that is, like I've said before, go ahead and have yourself another mad day when it comes to Honest Row, and we're gonna see if people are gonna care about this one, because people, when you had your first mad day and They said, Ro, we got questions. And I went on and said what I had to say, and everything is still the same. So when are you gonna have Ro crashing and burning? Huh? When is it gonna happen? And when are you gonna show the receipts? Because you say you got them held up for court, right? That's the only reason you got them held up for court. But you want to show everything. Go ahead and show the receipts, okay? Y'all, I'm telling you, when people say that they don't give a goddamn F about you, just let it stay right there, okay? So let it stay right there and just look at them and say, if you didn't care about me, then you wouldn't be more worried about the chats that I frequent, because you the one who said, oh, he was over there in this person chat. You know I was over there. Was I over there? And if I was, remember, you don't give a damn about me. So why is it that you showing that you care? Show better that you don't give a fuck about Ro. Show better. That's what you need to do. Do better. These hoes ain't ish, y'all. All right, so y'all, that's it. So yeah, Mr. West, y'all, Mr. West wants a love for Mr. West show. Y'all, Mr. West wouldn't even come. Mr. West, I don't even think you would come on a panel. You say, and that's fact. If you say F me, it's because you want me. Oh, okay, Mr. West. Oh, okay, that's the way you take it. You say, yeah, I do think that, it's definitely some it's some default up in that right there when people say that, and then they still talking about you from live to another live when you make a sequel based around the person that you say, I don't care nothing about that person. I'm still coming out your dick sucker. Kareen, hey boo. How you doing, boo? It's good to see you. Oh, yes, I see. Oh, Lordy, Simon and ODS in the chat, y'all. Oh, Catherine, you said Honest Road. I can see why people say that there are, clicks in the beef sector. Yeah. And, because you also see that people have to be pressed if their click got ruined because of them, if their click is no longer available. And they still trying to latch on to somebody, because remember, your double team apparently didn't work because y'all are no longer speaking. Are you gonna link back up with your click member in order to see if you can damage or Honest Roast some more? No, bitch. You're never gonna be able to get me back in that corner of thinking that I got any crazy going on, because no, you the one still over here pressed about me. The hell? Official Lovejoy. Oh, hey, boo. Oh, you say you have questions. Oh, okay, baby. The Ham Show 310. Oh, thank you. Oh, Lord, Simon. Yeah, y'all. So I just wanted to come in and say that. Beef Inquirer. Hey, boo. Yeah. So, that was my commentary, y'all. Oh, look at that. I done did a whole hour. Hey. So, Official Lovejoy, did you want to, state your questions from the chat, or did you want me to drop the link? Oh Lordy, not a 12. Oh Lordy, beef and crowd. Now you said a 12.75. Oh Lord. Oh, okay, boo. Yeah, y'all. I didn't want to keep y'all too long today. I know it's Sunday, and I've definitely had quite a long week. Ooh, it's been tipsy-turvy. I was trying to make a video for my other channel, and I done ran out of space. I said, "Oh no, I'm not," because y'all, I'm not employed by this whole B sector, occurrences. I'm not employed by that. I'm employed in the ASMR community. Hey, official Lovejoy, what's up, boo?
Hey, my friend, how are you?
I am well, baby. Thank you.
I just have 2 questions and I'm gonna jump down.
Oh, okay, boo.
My first, oh my God, Lord Jesus.
Hey, Simon.
I know I gotta go. My first question.
I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. Right? I'll keep silent for a minute. Go.
Because I can't do him.
I'm gonna drop down. Drop me down
okay.
for a second. I'll come back.
My first.
Okay, Simon.
My first question.
I'm in the back. I'm in the back.
Oh my God.
Okay.
This
all right.
Stuff. My first question is: are you going to do the weekend getaway?
Oh yeah, official Lovejoy. So you know what, boo? I was thinking about that. Oh, Simon, I'm gonna put you right in the back, Simon. I was thinking about that, but I don't know, official Lovejoy. You know, if I get in the mood of it, I'm gonna say that because I was telling Lolo that too.
Okay, but let me just tell you this. You don't have to come the first day. If you can come Saturday, then that will be good because we'll be hanging out at the casino, drinking, taking pictures, having a good time. So if that is something that you're thinking about, just think about Saturday instead of coming the whole weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, boo,
I really would like to meet you and hug your neck.
I know that would be nice, boo.
I know. And now my other question is, I want you. Well, it's not a question. It's really a statement that I want to make. I really just want you to take this time and focus on yourself, and leave these YouTube folks alone, and just do you.
Boo, I see what you mean.
Okay. Yeah. And just focus on you, do you, and the people that you are connected with within a good purpose, then leave it there. And then that way you will be fine. I wish nothing but the best for you. I like you as a person that I, take in on YouTube. And at the end of the day, I just want you to be happy. And I'm going to leave it at that.
Okay, official Lovejoy, baby. I really appreciate that too.
You're more than welcome. And I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, baby.
All righty.
Bye-bye. Y'all, that was my girl, official Lovejoy. And I do appreciate those words. I know exactly what she means. Because I just feel like sometimes, certain things from your past, try to creep back up on you, especially in this area. And, you never know. A lot of times people, they do that for selfish reasons. Definitely, probably. And, sometimes you do want to return that energy, but it shouldn't be returned. It really shouldn't. Oh, y'all. So we still got Simon. Sunshine, what's up, baby? And Molly said, "Well, Ro, when you break character and laugh, yeah. See, Molly, sometimes I gotta stop trying to break that character and just let it out." Simon, how you doing? Simon? Oh, there you go.
Sorry, I was on the phone. Sorry.
Oh, you fine, Simon? You're fine. Oh, you shoot!
Huh?
I know you might have had an important phone call.
It was important, and I just put the phone down. She's gonna kill me, but yeah.
Oh no, Simon! I ain't trying to mess up nothing now.
Why is my life so messy? Oh Jesus! I don't know how I get into this shit. I don't. I try to be
I mean,
cool.
you got to get out of all that drama. That drama is not good.
It's terrible. It's
Yeah.
terrible. I don't know what's going on. Like all of a sudden, like when you met me, I was like desolate and single, and now it's just like, oh, what the fuck? Like, I gotta put the phone down on people. What? Then
Yeah,
they get mad at me. I'm like, yo, shit. Like, oh, you've been a bad person. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Are you still talking to the girl that's in a part of the USA?
I can't reveal that. I'm talking to a few people.
Oh,
Put it that way.
Oh, okay. So Simon, you dipping here and you dipping there.
Look, I didn't even try. I told you, like, you see, like the funny thing is like when I came up and saw you first off, it's like I was just like chill. Do you know what I mean? I was like, oh, I need to find someone, and then it was just like it just went crazy, like for real. Like it was quiet for a minute, but then I was just like, oh, and then now it's like, oh, okay. I'm not really too sure what to do. And everyone's like, oh, Simon, you're this, Simon, you're that. It's like, and then like they're giving me grief on panels and I fight back. And then, like, oh, he's crazy. Oh, he's this. I'm like, wow. It's like, well, I didn't come from nowhere. I didn't, right? Why are you being quiet?
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. I had to plug in my cord because I was my laptop was going dead.
Plug in your cord. You gotta be careful how you talk around here. Jesus Christ.
But no, Simon, I know what you mean. I mean, see, I think I've seen you, on Lemon's panel a lot, and I feel like that people they don't see the Simon that I had met. And it's because I think the way that you have to kind of develop is I'll say like a reputation. They got a reputation for you over here, especially when you you may drink and certain ways that you carry yourself in the forms of you're ready to fight. Like if somebody directs certain bad energy towards you, then it's like you're going to do the same. And that's what this is like this surfaces around. And you get like it's certain people you come across, they'll be you because you've seen it. They're gonna be trying to dox you, they're gonna be trying to take you to the lower regions of hell in this area. And it's just like that's just how it works. When they see a villain, like I think they have put you in the villain category, and I never saw you as a villain. I just saw you as somebody that if somebody brings certain energy towards you, they're gonna do it. They're gonna you're gonna give it back to them. And then it doesn't help that you are also a male, but I see now though that it even happens to the women over here too. When women give off that type of flow, they put you in a like a box where anytime they see you, they gonna try to attack, because they like he's ready for that. We can just go ahead and attack him because we know if we say anything out of pocket, he gonna come at us. So
yeah.
Like Mr. West here. Like look at Mr. West. All he do all day, Mr. West. He talk junk. He wants to have a love for Mr. West show. And Mr. West know that he only got love for one woman. And who is that one woman, Mr. West? Shish Trish. That's all he want.
That's yeah. Well, good luck. Good
Yes,
luck.
Mr. West. Simon has already tried it, Mr. West.
Shout out to Trish. I'm just saying, like, good luck. That's something else. You know, but yeah, it's interesting, and yeah, I ain't bounced you for a minute, and I'm kind of happy that I did now, because I've been sort of like going through some things, but no, it's nice it's nice to speak to you, bro. Like you're one of the most. I don't really give a shit how people like want to portray you or like do that, but you're one of the most sort of realest people I've come across. Like, you know,
Thank you, Simon.
regardless, I think you're really unbiased. Um, and people will say this or that, but you know, you've never been like that toward me. And no, you know, sometimes you just go through some things, and it's just like nice to speak to. So, like how I feel, like the energy right now, I'm like, wow, do you know what I mean? I'm so glad that I met you. I'm like, okay, cool. You get what I mean? Because you know, like we spoke, and I'll hit a platform, and someone will come at me straight away, as you said, just based on the fact. Do you know what I'm saying? And I ain't even been around here that long, but I do like it. It just reminds me of my family. That's what the beef sector reminds me of. It just reminds me of my family, because I'm not really associated with like this or that, but I do get it. Do you know what I mean? And I kind of enjoy it to an extent. I mean, you know, regardless of what people think.
That's why I think that you kind of you know, you can relate to Lemon on that, because Lemon has told me that as well, that he enjoys, you know, this type of this arena of things. And you know, at first I didn't understand it, especially when, you know, I was like, oh, Lemon, how can you do that for like 9 hours out the day? And it's just something that he likes. You know, he does. I never, and see, this is the thing, Simon. I don't know how long, you know, you were surfacing around on the B sector, but one thing about Lemon is that I remember where he came from Sir King. And see, Sir King surrounded himself around sanity within the B sector. Yes, Sir King did have times where, you know, he was going back and forth with people, but he also brought certain topics of sports and different topics around the world. So, and Lemon surrounded himself around that. So that's why I never knew that Lemon had so much energy for just the beef, because he always surrounded himself around doing different topics. So you know that when he said that, when he was like, I like this stuff. He likes the fighting and you know certain how certain things go. I don't think nobody likes the doxing. I would hope they don't. But yeah, he likes the back.
Yeah, I totally get Lemon. And I find it strange how I sort of ended up sort of like frequenting his platform, because I don't know. This is something. It's just like if you get something, you get something, and I don't think it's like the fighting, like you want to fight. You don't want to fight, but yo, if you're gonna fucking come at me, I'll come at you, like big time. You know what I'm saying? That's the energy. You get what I'm saying? And it's like,
Yeah.
It's like, as I said, it's like I was just brought up around that shit. Do you know what I mean? That's just my life. Like I got brothers, sisters. I come from a big family. Do you know what I mean? And especially like when you've had people pass away and shit, and you go to, you know, like I really relate to Lemon on that shit. Like his brother, you know, just being a person that's frequented the world, you know, like traveled and stuff. Like there's just different levels to different things. Like some people are just closed minded. Do you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
no, I think it's not really about how big his platform is. I think him as a person is kind of interesting. You met him in real life, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I don't know if you got the same energy, but I would assume it would be like that, and that's why I rock with people like you. Like, so if I met you in real life, I'd assume that you'd bring the same energy. If you brought something else, then it'll be counterproductive, right? And I guess that's
Yeah.
why all that shit with Shakim went down, because it just went left. You know what I mean? And I know you don't want to talk about it, and it's not for me to speak on, but I'm just saying you could just feel that there's a different type of energy.
Yeah, yeah, it was. I think with, especially, I think with both, with Lemon and Shakim, I think it was, the energy was definitely, it was more calm. It was a more calm energy, even though I did see the side that Shakim brings to YouTube. I did see that too. When it comes to people sparing up and stuff. I really think that Lemon was trying to show, a type of comfort towards the people on the trip. Because he said that, he did say that he wanted everybody to be like comfortable. So I think he kind of suppressed a little bit of how he normally, can be surrounding the B sector. So yeah, I do feel that it was certain things that he normally may do online. It was in a way tucked away. It was tucked away. But I mean, I you, all the whole now, as I see where we are now with things, I'm just happy that I was able to, because that's something, Simon, that a lot of people don't really do, is meet up with others within where we are. We surround ourselves around a lot of fighting, and I'm glad that I ventured out and I did meet them. It's not something that that I can say, oh, I don't, I wouldn't never want to surface around those people anymore. No, I can't. That wasn't the experience that I had. It was an opening experience. So yeah, it helped me to see, with me, to just be myself even more. That's where I was with it, because I'm like, regardless if they like you or not, just be who you are. And then certain things that you can improve, and that's why I'll improve it. And I always am the type that I'm going to learn from my mistakes. So it was my first. That was my first time in Vegas. That's the way I look at it. It was my first time, and hey, I'm gonna do better next time.
Mm.
I mean, so have you? What places have you been within the U.S.? Like, have you been on a vacation in the
Yeah,
U.S. before?
I traveled when I was younger. Not so much nowadays because I got my kid, but I traveled when I was younger. I went to New York. I went to Cali. But that was just like, that's what was advertised over here. So, you know, that's when I was in my music and shit. Like, the opportunity came up. It's just like, yo, it wasn't even like a vacation type thing. But I just came. I've done a couple of you know, what you call them, concerts, or I was just performing. But that was it. But I was young. Yeah, it's completely. I'm gonna come back over. I like recently. I don't want to speak about my relationship too tough, but yeah, I had things going on like recently, but
You should
yeah.
book a show, Simon. You should. You know what? I think you should. Can you play? Can you play alone, or are you like in a group for the most part?
No, I do everything. I do everything myself. I got my own little studio. I've always done shit by myself because you know I was in a group
Oh,
when I was really young, and then they bust my face up, like because I got signed, they got like real jealous and bust my face up. Um,
Oh Lord, what you mean? Like you mean they
Yeah,
was
I got
fighting with you?
yeah, I got a plate in my jaw. They broke my jaw. Um,
Oh
because they got
no.
mad. Yeah. It was like 4-on-1. I left me in the middle of the street. You get what I'm saying? Like for dead type shit. Um,
Wow,
yeah.
that's something else. The jealousy,
Yo, do you
jealousy
see
is
what I'm
something
saying?
that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. People will fuck around with you big time, like over nothing as well. Do you know what I mean? It's I don't know.
I'm
I
glad you
feel like
made it all alive.
I'm glad I made it out alive. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? But yeah, people do some fucked up shit for no apparent reason, just because. And yeah, that's why I don't really fuck with people like that no more. Because yeah, I'd love, I like people, I love people, but people do, especially like when people get real close to you, they'll turn on you. Like uh you know what's that spider, like Black Widow or some shit, like they'll they'll turn on you like real quick.
Oh yeah, you
um
know them mother
mm.
Black widows. They ready to eat the husband. They ready to tear him apart.
Yeah, no, Craig David actually stole one of my songs. He stole one of my tracks, man. I signed to the same label. I saw it on TV. It's crazy.
Oh, I used to think Craig David was so handsome. I mean, I think he still is, but yeah, I used to
Yeah,
like me some Craig David.
it's kind of
Can you fill
interesting.
me in, Simon? Is that the one? He done stole
Monday,
Molly. He stole fill you in. He stole that from Molly.
you can feel me in. Yeah,
You better work that, Simon. You
yeah.
got to get your song. Get your song back. Get your song back.
I might. I don't know. I mean, I'm too much in the books right now. So,
Oh,
I,
okay.
I,
You're reading.
well, yeah, I do law, so yeah, I always got to read something. Legislation mostly, boring shit. But
Oh,
yeah, I
are
you
you are
know,
you working on a case right now, or you
hmm
just? Oh, okay.
yeah. I mean, that's why I come on YouTube because I get so frustrated with this bullshit. Like, it's weird. Like, I chose this career like a long time ago, but I didn't know where I was gonna be right now because at that time, um, I don't know if you know the story, but my child got abducted, right? So I had to find her.
Oh no.
Um, I don't know if we had this conversation, but yeah, I didn't really. I just fell into it, type shit. You know what I mean? Because I had to go through the courts and all the rest of it, and then it was like, yo, no one was representing me, so I was like, yo, I might as well go, like, because I'm an all or nothing person. You know what I mean? So it's just like I might as well just like hit that shit. So I was like, oh, here we go, become a lawyer. Like, and this is why people get this shit twisted because just because I sound a certain type of way or I act a certain type of way, it's like that's not inherently in me, but I had to do it. There's a difference. You know what I mean? You know, like when you're just
Yeah,
forced to
that
pay
was
your
your
rent or some
child.
shit,
So
like
you get.
you got to pay your rent.
Yeah, definitely. You should
Uh-huh.
because you can get evicted. You can get evicted,
Mm.
and when it comes to your child, that's
Life
something that.
There's a life or death situation. I was like, yo, I didn't like waking up every day and looking at the news and thinking, oh, like someone's gonna pull some shit up and go, oh, this person was found at X. Do you know what I mean? That is
Absolutely.
literally that sort of that is that crazy. You know what I mean? And it's the middle of the pandemic. Everything was shut down. I don't know where she was or nothing. No one was helping. No one at all.
It was a lot of children. Those Simon, which would be it's crazy. Like during the pandemic, quite a bit of children got like kidnapped by their if you had broke up, a divorce
Mm,
or baby daddies or baby mothers, they did get abducted or
adopted.
taken,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the home
Because
during that time.
yeah. They did, and it's crazy. Like for 6 months, like I was trying to find out where she was. 6 months, like you know what I
Oh,
mean? I
that's
had
a
to do
long
some
time.
007 shit, like for real, like because
Did you hire
everyone.
a private investigator?
No, I had to do all of that myself. Like there was no one. I don't think people remember this. Like everyone in that time shut down. All the services shut down. The police force. social services, everyone was to themselves because it's just like, yo, we didn't even know what was going on. No, nobody knew what was going on. Like we didn't even know if we was going to get through it. Do you
I'm
remember?
sure
Like,
you
stay in
probably
your
could have
house.
found some connections for a private ado, because I know that that's something that y'all probably are prone to, right?
I
Right in
had
these
to do it.
cases,
I
because you
had to do it
gotta get.
myself. I had to do it myself. Do you know what I had to do? I had to change everything. I actually had to find out exactly where she was myself. I got into a job. I changed my whole personality. I put on another shoulder. Like I found out exactly where she was, like as a different character in real life.
Oh, that's a lot. So I mean, you had to, so
Yeah,
you were
yeah.
kind of going undercover.
No, it's serious. It is serious. It's real serious. Like she was in a nursery, right? So what did I have to do? I had to get into a job in a college, which is high school, work for them, like under the impression. Um, so I was teaching, because I'm a teacher, like naturally, but I had to go in there and take up these students, and then like they gave me the database for all the nurseries in that vicinity, and then I had to target exactly where she was. And I found out because one of the students was working where she was at, and then I was able to get in there on under the impression of, I'm doing this job right with the student, and then I saw her and I was like, that's it. So that's when I left the job and I came out. I was like, I spoke to the manager. I was like, yo, I gotta get this my kid, and she ain't supposed to be here. What's Molly saying? Molly,
Oh wow,
you
really?
should have exploited that. Yeah. Well, I can. And look, I recorded everything. Everything's on my phone. I ain't even got to that shit yet.
Hey, self love yourself. But Davina, hey baby. But you know what, Simon? I mean, I know that's a lot right there.
Mm.
Were
So,
you what? So what did the manager say? I mean, after that, because for you to have went through that, I understand on a father's side of things, because a lot of times the law is not on the father's side, so
mm,
you can you can get into a lot of trouble doing things. Well, I won't say trouble.
you
You
can.
won't get anywhere. Like it's a lot of
Yeah,
things.
yeah, no, especially like going through the court. So like, simultaneously, whilst I was trying to find her because they weren't doing nothing and they were telling me I couldn't do nothing, I was going through the court system and like, yo, all the judges are female. They don't care. And it is like, wow. And it wasn't like one or two, it was like six at a time. When you're in the court, like six of them just like going, oh, you ain't shit. Like, do you know what I mean? um and her
Oh,
mother was like saying I did this, I did that, like putting up some crazy lies and whatnot. What's she saying? I'm not trying to go too deep into it, Simon, but my understanding data isn't freely available. Well, it is. It depends on how deep you get into it. Like if you're actually working for the government, then there's data available on everybody. I know where you live. I don't need to do shit. That's why I don't dox people. I don't need to find out over the internet. I've got access to databases that are just like, I know where you are. Like, for real.
thank you, Rare Star.
I shouldn't have even
Yes,
said that shit.
Simon. It's but after were you able to like get her from were you able to get her from there? Was that where you got
Yeah.
her?
When I found out where she was, I came back. Because like, look, let's say you're a social worker or some shit, and then you frequent somewhere, right? So like, she was in a nursery, so she was young. She's a bit older now, but and then you're a social worker, so you're going in there and you're like, oh, I'm just like checking up on like, child welfare, whatnot, as a social worker, right? They didn't know who I was, but it was like they didn't even know why she was there, but they didn't really care because they're getting paid, right? that's their job. They're like, oh, if you remember, if anyone remembers, there were only a couple of industries that were open during the pandemic, and one of them was nurseries. The schools were shut. Hospitality was shut. McDonald's, all of that, it was all shut down. KFC, all that stuff. And people were having to sort of make believe. You get what I'm saying? But
In England, you mean? I'm sorry, in England or the US?
Generally, yeah, everywhere. Like the one of the only industries that was open was nurseries. Because
I thought some of our McDonald's and stuff were open though. I know it's a lot. It's been some years, but
no, it was shut down. They shut it down. I don't know.
I think I had a Big Mac while I was doing the pandemic. Now,
you had a Big Mac during the pandemic.
Who had a Big Mac or a nugget meal during the pandemic? Davina? Davina, did you have your fry? Oh no, Simon. I think DoorDashing was dashing during the pandemic. Oh yeah, it was. Because Simon, see, I worked in the hospital. In the hospital during the pandemic, and they were still DoorDashing.
I think that's when I think that's when that all kicked off, like DoorDash, Uber Eats. That's when that got hot, because obviously people, I think that was happening. But the actual restaurant was shut, so you can't actually go in anywhere because everyone was social distancing, right?
Yeah, no, that's correct. Yeah, the social distancing, the social distance was different, I think. For a lot of people, the way they wanted you to move within, those facilities. And I think they would shut down a lot of times out of nowhere. But you know what, Simon? This is a good question by Molly. He said, what is the nursery exactly? Is that something different?
It's preschool
in the US.
Preschool.
Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that either, Simon. I'm glad you said that, because I was thinking that it was like necessarily a nursery. So
like a garden
was actually in school. Was it a daycare though? Because pastor.
It's that. Yeah, it's preschool. It's you could call it daycare, daddy daycare, or whatever. It's from 6 months upwards to the time you a young person gets into actual school.
Oh,
it's daycare. It's private as well, so you got to pay for that shit. I was paying like $2,000 a month.
This was after. So she was taken and you were paying while you had been paying for it before that, or
you got to keep paying. You got to keep paying. It's not free. So she was in one private facility, and then she got taken out of that place, and then she had to go somewhere else. But I had to keep paying because I've got parental responsibility. But I didn't know where she was, and they weren't about to tell me where she was, because they were like, "Oh, the mother's saying you've done something to her," or and they're not about to tell you where she is because it's an at-risk thing. Like, well, I didn't do nothing. It's just like she just ran off of her. Yeah, in the beginning, all restaurants were closed. People forget though. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
It's interesting how people are close now, right? Even over the internet, like you going on your Vegas trip.
Yeah, Simon, I feel that, these last couple of years, everything has kind of like opened back up, and we are still very, it's still very new. It's certain things that, will always be different now. Like how the Walmarts I knew, Simon, we would be in there early, like in the morning. I mean, early in the morning, like, because it was 24 hours. And now no Walmart is 24 hours. They switch up their products like every so often, where you don't even know where you're shopping at anymore. I forgot what I was in some store the other day, and I said they have literally rotated the whole store, you know, because I think it's a lot of, you know, people stealing. Like it done got real bad with thieves. They lock everything up now. They lock the toilet tissue up. Everything is
Right.
locked up.
Toilet tissue. That was the biggest commodity during that situation. Everyone was going wild for it.
Yeah, I'm glad I never really had any toilet tissue scares like that, but it was almost like that though, because it was no more on the shelves, and we made it so that, you know, I really feel like, being that I'm in a Commonwealth, they did try to have certain things. The thing that we never had though was the sanitizing wipes. We did not have no Lysol wipes. Like they were gone. We never had. It took forever for those to come back. So
shelves are clean close. It was just like, oh shit. Like people taking pictures and posting that shit on the internet. It's just like, wow. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, our supermarkets and our stores don't look the same. It's just like people were just like bulk buying. You remember? Like they had storage.
Yeah.
They were like building shelters and like underground.
Yeah, because you
put
know,
out the guns and all that shit. Like, well, I'm gonna protect my house. Like we didn't even know
all
like,
of that. Yeah.
yeah, like the aliens are coming.
I just, you know, I feel like, you know, that was a time that we felt as though we don't know when this stuff is gonna come back. You know, that yeah, look, that one said sanitizing wipes were being sold on Amazon for $25 each.
Yep.
Yeah, each during the pandemic. Yeah, people were selling
how
those.
value works. This is how value works, and this is what people forget. This is how value works. When people are in need, the price goes up. That's it. Facts.
Yeah.
Let's go. That's the same with people and relationships. It's the same thing.
Yeah, and it was something else. I think. Oh yeah, you couldn't find any alcohol. Alcohol was very hard to find. I think it was something else too that like it left the shelves, and it was like it may have been first. I think it was first aid kits. Oh no, thermometers. The thermometers.
Anything
they were hard to find
associated with health. You know, aspirin. Anything like it's just like it was just gone. Like it's just like you can't like not now. Like now I could just walk down the road and like I'm even still surprised. I'm like, oh, is this on the shelf? I'm like oh.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like
your glove,
I'm anxious about it. I'm like, oh, do I need to get some more toilet tissue like just in case?
You never know. Yeah. Because we had another little scare when it came to toilet tissue too. But it didn't last long at all. Like it was just like for a little while, but then they came back. So yeah, it's people were really, you know, trying to get into that whole kind of survivor mode of things. Yeah.
So that's why I feel what you did was good. You know, I mean, regardless of the outcome. And I know like there's been a lot of like pushback, but I think overall, you know, why not? Why not go out and, you know, meet up with like people and stuff? That's what we're supposed to be doing. And like salute to you, bro, because that takes a lot of courage. Thank you. No, not a lot of people can do that because like deep down they might want to, but they're not necessarily going to. And I'll be the first to turn around and say, look, I've done some real crazy stuff in my life, but you know, salute, bro, because it's a lot. And that's why I think so much people paid attention, because it's like really deep down, they would have felt like they wanted to go as well. You know, they wanted to be there. And that's why everyone's got commentary on it, because it's like, well, they're figuring it out in their own head, because it's like, well, you know, am I going to do this? You get what I'm saying? But they're not going to say it outright. They're not going to say it outright. Yeah.
Because, you know, I do feel that it has opened doors for, you know, more people to say, hey, if they can do it, we can do it, you know, regardless of if they liked us or if they felt that we were actually giving content. It's not even about that. You know, it's about that they just saw that people from YouTube are able to mix and mingle together. So I know it's definitely probably helped more people to be more insightful into it and say, hey, we may want to, kind of meet up with somebody too. So yeah, Simon, I always just try to see it that way. That's why, like I said, I had made my first video was all positive about the entire trip. And, that's just where I'm at with it. I'm like, hey, see, I'm going to say, why does toilet paper become in such high demand during any crisis? Is weird. Davina folks want to wipe, boo. They want to wipe and they want to wipe it clean. Yeah. They don't want to be out there. Simon, you better tell them they don't want to be pressed under a hot towel trying to get all that stuff out of there. Okay. White.
Yeah. Look, we're not in the 18th century anymore. You see how they used to do it back then? They used to have a hot one. And they used to they didn't even have washing machines or anything like that. But they used to hand wash what they did after they wiped with their cloth. That's what they used to do. So yeah, toilet paper is in high demand because it's like a throwaway, and we're in a throwaway culture. That's what we are.
You gotta use a piece of scroll. If you got to it, Simon, you pull that scroll out and you gotta rip it down. People they be looking at the 18th century type shows and stuff. They know what they be using. We was almost there, Simon.
It's dry wiping back then. And that was harsh. Like, I don't know if you remember, but like, I remember when I was in like little school and the toilet paper was like glass, man. It's like, God damn. That gum, they used to use gum or some shit like that. It was just harsh. And you didn't even go to the toilet unless you needed to. Because like, if you had to wipe your butt, it would just be like, yo, that's going to like be a bit painful, but I got to get through it.
I bet. Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. But Simon, have you spoken? Down to say, have you spoken about Shakim coming out, or was it something that you even really thought about?
I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I'm not even sure if it's real. That's the thing. I haven't really thought about it too much. I just don't know if it's real because he plays about too much. So it's kind of hard to assess whether that's a real thing or not. But if he says it is,
he was trolling.
I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I just, I said it the other day that I was just kind of it was hard for me, I guess to kind of adapt with when certain things that he says now. But I mean, I feel like that's a lot for a man to actually come out and say. So if he says it, it has to be true. I think on a level, because no man is just going to say that and it's not, the actual case, because of course, I think you'll have more men interested in you, as well as women are going to start asking more questions that were or about to be interested in you. You'll always have that, where somebody may try to throw that out, because you have certain people that do that, when they see you engage with somebody, in a way of interest, and then somebody may just try to blurt out, people, even though I feel that we are much more mature, but you still have people that are very immature, and it's just like they'll be yelling it out like, hey, he likes this or he likes that.
Well, wouldn't you just do it on the down low? Like if it was real, like, I don't know. He seems like too much of an attention seeker. So it's just like, that's why I don't really understand it. I'm like, let's see how are you actually going to get with somebody or some shit like that? Because it's one thing to say something, but it's another thing to actually do it. Do you get what I'm saying? And so what? Does he have a partner or something? Like, where did this come from? Do you know what I mean? Is it?
Well, he said the reason he had to say it, he said, was because because he felt that Lemon was going to pursue saying it before he did. So that's why he said he had to do it. Like he had to do it
he wanted
because
Lemon?
he didn't want him to hold that over his head.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. What? So did he want Lemon, or did he what? Was it something else?
No, it they just said that I guess Lemon apparently he knew that he knew that tea, and that he was trying to use that against him. So that's why he said in order for him to not have anything over his head, he just went on and pretty much let it out. So
well, let's see how it
you know,
develops. I mean, I don't know. I still don't know because it's just I know if you're gonna come out, you got to do, like, for me, I'm just an all or nothing person. Like, I've been on the edge. I've said that. I'm like, yo, and people are like, yo, this, that, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck. But I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna go full swing, go full swing. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, rather than dilly dally about the place, because you're gonna hurt some people's feelings like real quick. Because if you're invested in something, you're invested in something. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. But I'm not gonna take up too much of your time. This has been a real interesting conversation. Thank you, Ro.
Oh, you're welcome, Simon. Yeah, it's always nice talking with you too.
I could talk to you forever. I don't want to.
Yeah,
it's like crazy. All right, but yeah, we'll catch up soon. Yeah, let's stay in touch.
Okay, buddy, Simon. You take care too.
Thank you, Ro. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Okay, everybody. I'm glad I was able to have that conversation with Simon and official Lovejoy. Thank you, Boo. I'm glad, she always, I think a lot of people here help me to, just touch bases back on the lines of Ro, do you, and, that's it. Just do me, and whatever, I feel like I do have a lot that I can offer that, is not the unnecessary, that doesn't lie around that. And, just general conversation with, my guy, Simon, that I feel like that's some awesome stuff. So yeah, Simon, definitely keep your head up. And, I just say, I think you definitely went in the right direction when it came to, being together with, your daughter. I know you did it in a way that, hey, helped her get back, into your arms. So I think you made the right decision. I know a lot of times, y'all, we can make decisions around here that don't work in our favors. I know a lot. Oh yeah, hold on 1 second. Well, y'all hate when that happens. A lot of times my neighbor, see, there you go. It happens twice every time. Okay, they cut it off. Phew. So y'all, okay, then y'all, this was definitely a great conversation and a good review. I enjoyed the pizza challenge over at ODS's spot. Yeah. And then we done had us a good old quaint conversation, me and Simon. So y'all take care. I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. Thank you, my red star. And Davina, you have a good day, baby. I'm going to give me some tension tamer tea, y'all, because there's no reason for me to be all jittery like this. They gotta go. Hey. Thank you, baby. Y'all go get y'all Go get y'all commas.
And it's a ticket talking Mazda for the biggest. That's a comma and a comma.
We ain't playing with them, okay? Hey, hey. Who got overtime? Who got overtime? My boss called me late yesterday. When was your boss calling you? Hey, hey. All right, now y'all.